Welcome to this executive media availability of the 2025 Basketball Africa League playoffs and finals. To tip it off, let's welcome NBA Africa CEO Claire Akamanzi for our welcome remarks. Good afternoon, Claire.
Good afternoon, Edwin, and thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to see all of you members of the media and colleagues from NBA Africa this afternoon. So today, this afternoon, shortly, we'll be tipping off our Season 5 playoffs and finals. And wow, I can't believe that we're already here in the last chapter of the season, having started in Morocco via Senegal, Rwanda, and now here in South Africa, a country that has a very strong sporting tradition and also a very vibrant culture of the youth, among others. So it's really only befitting that we're here in South Africa to celebrate all of that in this country. But when I reflect about Season 5, 5 words come to me that for me mean what we've seen over the last years, but specifically for Season 5. And those words are record fasts that we're seeing in some aspects of the league, growth that we're seeing in the league, partnerships that we continue to register for the league, impact that we continue to see on the continent because of the Basketball Africa League, and finally the influence that we continue to see even beyond the court. And so let me just talk about each of those very quickly. So BAL continues to be about record fasts that we continue to register. It is the first time that we're playing the playoffs and the finals here in South Africa. Although we've had a long tradition with South Africa from 2010, and Amadou was there from the beginning. We came last year with a conference, the Kalahari Conference, but it's the first time that the playoffs and finals are coming here to South Africa. It was also the first time in this season that we played in Morocco, in Rabat. It was the first time that we saw 6 new teams coming for their first time within the BAL. And we also saw, including MBB from South Africa, by the way, it was the first time that team was coming to the league, to the BAL this year. We also saw 2 new countries that had never had a representation in the BAL, and that's Cape Verde and Kenya. Again, many fasts that we're recording as the BAL continues to grow. And of course, we saw for the first time that one of the teams reached 115 points, and that was the game between Al Ahly Tripoli and Nairobi City Thunders during the Nile Conference. So we continue to register many fasts, and for me that's exciting, that's thrilling, and that's really part of why the BAL exists, to continue reaching new and new heights every year. The second word that comes to me is about growth. BAL continues to register significant growth and expansion, and we see that from exciting acts on the court. We see that from a very strong fan engagement, and I'll just give you a few examples. Attendance of fans in the arenas. Last year, for the entire season 4, we had 120,000 fans that came to watch the games across the countries, including the Kalahari Conference that was here in South Africa. This year, as we tip off today, we've already registered 110,000 fans that participated in these conferences before. We expect that we're going to have another record once we finalize the playoffs and finals this year, and that's really, truly exciting. On viewership, on YouTube, for example, we continue to see growth across the different platforms, but one exciting one is YouTube, 69% growth this year compared to last year, including the most ever watched game in the history of BAL was one of the games that we had between MBB and from South Africa and APR during the Nile Conference. Again, exciting growth of viewership, growth of fans coming, and that's really very much about BAL. We also continue to see our business grow. This year, we launched our first e-commerce platform for BAL, and now fans can shop at the BAL store. It's balstore.nba.com, and you can get your favorite pieces that you can keep and share with your friends and family. And of course, that's in addition to the NBA stores that started here in South Africa. We have one in Sandton, Johannesburg, one in Cape Town, and one in Durban. And we also have a store in Egypt, and we continue to expand and grow and even sell in the arenas, including doing the fan zone here in this arena. And of course, an exciting one also is we welcomed our first mascot, Baba, as we call him, also to add flavor to the experience of BAL. And just to say that the continued expansion and growth of BAL reflects our commitment as the NBA to growing the game in Africa and our continued support to developing the continent's sports industry, as we're already saying. But the third word that comes to my mind is partnerships. BAL is about valuable partnerships as well, starting with our very strong partner here, FIBA. As you know, BAL is a collaboration between NBA and FIBA, and we continue to thank FIBA for their leadership and their support as BAL grows across the years as well. We also have our foundational partners, the Rwanda Development Board, through their Visit Rwanda brand. We have Jordan Brand, Nike, Wilson as some of our foundational partners, but we also have marketing partners in Hennessy, Castlelite, Rwanda, ServiceNow, and Afrexim Bank. And more recently, during the Sahara Conference, we also registered new partners in Air Senegal, Wave, and Woodside Energy. And we expect this is always going to continue, and partnerships really are very much a part of who we are as BAL. The last word, the fourth word that comes to me is also the impact that we continue to see on the court and off the court. BAL is also about socioeconomic impact that we have on the continents and the countries that we play in. And we've always believed that. We've always believed that in addition to giving our fans a very exciting product to entertain, we are also impacting economies, impacting jobs among others. And more recently, we did a study of the first 4 years of the existence of BAL, the first 4 seasons, and we saw that BAL had contributed up to $250 million of GDP in the countries that we played in and across the touch points that we had in other countries as well. We also saw 37,000 jobs that were linked to BAL, and we expect these job numbers to grow from 37,000 to 650,000 in the next decade, and also the GDP contribution to grow from $250 million in the first 4 seasons, and in the next 10 years to grow to $5.4 billion. And this is exactly the impact that we want to see. We want to make meaningful differences in the economies of Africa and also to the people that work within the industry of sports. And finally, BAL is about basketball, but BAL is more than basketball. We continue to see the intersection of basketball, culture, music, fashion, and how we bring these different pillars together to really give a complete experience to our fans across the continent, and also technology. And on this note, I want to again say that this year, soon we'll be announcing that we're open for applications for our Triple-Double Accelerator, where we're encouraging startups across the continent to give us their solutions that can improve the creative sector, including sports, and all the other sectors that are part of the whole creative industry. Last year, we had 700 applications from across the continent, and we expect to have even more participation this year. And so let me just finish by saying, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again very much for giving us your time this afternoon. I look forward to the games that will start this afternoon, and we continue to see a lot of activities even beyond here, community support, BAL for Her, and many other programs that we have for you for the rest of the week. So enjoy the week, enjoy this afternoon, enjoy this session that we have today, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Claire. I'll now introduce Basketball Africa League President Amadou Gallo-Fall for his remarks. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, Amadou.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Edwin. Great to see you all here, and welcome again to our Season 5 Basketball Africa League Finals here in Pretoria. Last year, we hosted our Kalahari conference here, and we talked about coming full circle in the sense that, this is the place, South Africa, where we launched the first Africa 100 camp, Basketball Without Borders, back in 2003, and ultimately opened an office here, played 3 sold-out NBA Africa games, the last one here in Sunbed Arena, always to sold-out crowds. So it's always a great pleasure to come back, and also last year the fan support we enjoyed here were a determining factor that led us to bring our marquee showcase, the finals this season. So again, thank you for your support, and thank you for standing with us on this journey. To Claire mentioned it. This has been an epic season so far. You know, obviously 5 years is a great milestone. We've really every year seen the growth of the Basketball Africa League, and for us the biggest measure is really about the product on the court. The competition has been incredible. We've seen great games from our Kalahari conference in Rabat in Morocco, then moving to Senegal and then to Rwanda, great competitions, fan engagement. It is really the league is, coming and anchoring its position on the global sporting calendar, and also continue to be broadcast in 214 countries around the world. And many free-to-air partners, and that we continue to enjoy working with to showcase this great African product. Today we will tip off in less than an hour, I believe now, with some great matchup. The Creole Stars going against Fus de Rabat. We've seen the drama in Senegal, how Creole qualified, and also we like to point out that in all these teams we're going to continue to see the BAL Elevate players that are going to contribute. That remains really for us a bright spot, because that's the way we link still our initiatives from grassroots to elite, the pathway we talked about. Some of them are making names for themselves. We've seen this year some of the young players who played in the BAL, part of the NBA Academy Africa team. Haman Malwach, Ruben Chinelo, who won the NCAA championship with the University of Florida. Ulrich Chamche getting drafted last year. So this program has really shown the tremendous contribution and the value it brings to the basketball ecosystem. And this year we've seen that. I mentioned Creole Star because a young man, Louis Omuo, hitting a buzzer beater after an overtime game to qualify Creole Star. So this is a program that we continue to be excited about, and the NBA Academy Africa team will be here as part of the showcase that we've always also had alongside these finals. So just continuing to be a great addition. After the first game, two of the teams that went undefeated in the regular season, Al Ittihad from Alexandria went 6-0 in Rabat, and then Al Ahly from Tripoli that went 6-0 in the Nile Conference. They're going to be matching up to determine who will be the #1 overall seed in the second matchup today at 7 p.m. So super excited as a basketball fan to really have the opportunity to see this showcase of the best that Africa has to offer on the court, and also everything that's going to be happening in the arena, from opening ceremony with the showcase of the vibrant South African culture, and also Caspar Nioves, one of the top performers in Africa, will be headlining a halftime show today for our fans in the building and also on our broadcast. This year also another first. We're always looking to innovate. For the first time, the winner, the champion of the BAL Season 5, in addition to receiving the trophy of the Tree of Life, each player and coach on the winning team will receive a BAL ring. This is for the first time. Claire mentioned the record attendance last year. We're going to surpass the record, and really thanks to the fans and thanks to the engagement, the energy that we continue to see in all the stuff. That is what is making this league unique. And this league, Claire mentioned it also, it's bigger than basketball. We want to continue to be a platform, a showcase for African excellence, and everything that is the rest of the world, may not know, but should know and is going to know through, the display, on the court and also all the competition, elite talent, emerging. I talked about these young Elevate players who are bursting on the scene, but also the top talent that we are attracting, from around the world. So that excellence, we are always, doubling down on making sure that we highlight. And just to look across the Atlantic, the NBA Finals are going on, and what an incredible showing by Pascal Siakam. And when we talk about the pride we have in, just establishing this pathway where you provide opportunities for young Africans, no matter where they are from, just provide an opportunity for them to participate in the sport. So this is why some of the activities, that we've committed to building 1,000 courts across the continent over the next 10 years. It is to make sure that no matter where a young person is from, if they have a passion for the game, they have an opportunity to access the game. And we're continuing also with the coaching programs. We're going to send some coaches this summer to the Summer League in Las Vegas, because we build the court, but we also need to build the local capacities, have young people who can, teach the game to the young talent. What we see in Pascal, was a young man who participated in the 2012 Basketball Without Borders, moved on to the US, won a championship in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors, where he was named the most improved player. And to do it again now with another team, the Indiana Pacers, and being named the most valuable player in the Eastern Conference is just, for me, confirm his elite status. And also it's something that we're all proud of as we look to build this ecosystem, as we look to make sure that every young player, no matter where they are on the continent now, they know that this thing is possible with character, with hard work, and the opportunity we continue to provide by building courts, training coaches, and continuing to really strengthen the pathway that we've established. There will be more Pascal Siakams, I have no doubt, from all across Africa. This league, again, it's about creating opportunities, amplifying the good news story about Africa. So this is why we are always proud to link back what Pascal is doing in the NBA's, on basketball's biggest stage in the world, with what we are trying to do here to build this product to become one of the best professional basketball league in years to come. So with that, again, thanks to our players, the teams, coaches, and the entire NBA Africa and BAL staff that is working day in and day out to bring this product to life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amadou. And now we'll hear from FIBA Africa President Anibal Manav. Good afternoon, President Manav, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. After some, I missed many press conferences,
right.
So sorry about this.
Thank you very much.
But it is always an honor for us to be here, especially here in Pretoria, for the Season 5 Basketball African League final and playoffs. I could not be more pleased to see this incredible country hosting this competition. The BAL has been built on the same principle of FIBA, taking elite basketball competition to every corner of our magnificent continent. As Claire mentioned, the journey started in Rabat, then Dakar, Kigali, and Pretoria. And now we are in Pretoria. And this is opportunity for us to address our sincere thanks to South Africa authorities and assure them that having South Africa host these finals reinforce our FIBA commitment that it's crucial to invest in South Africa. We all know that there is structural problems in South Africa. All the stakeholders, different stakeholders, they are divided, they are not united. And this is one of the commitments that we have, that we need to invest here in South Africa. We have tremendous expectation for what this competition will achieve in Pretoria. As I say, South Africa possesses vast basketball resources, talent player, passionate fans, and incredible infrastructure to support elite competition. We firmly believe that hosting the final will serve as a catalyst for basketball development in South Africa and will contribute significantly to bring South Africa teams back to the highest level of continental competition where they rightfully belong. The potential in this nation is immense, and competition like this are the stepping stone to unlocking that potential. We regret not to have this country in playing a high level in terms of national team. Last year we had a BAL conference here. Also we had under 18 boys and girls Afrobasket. This year we have the final, and our expectation is to have South Africa also to host Afrobasket in 4 years' time. We have witnessed through the different conference of BAL Season 5 a great competitiveness, a very good level, intensity of competition, uncertainty in results, and the quality of basketball on display has been absolutely extraordinary. I want to extend my gratitude to all the participant clubs for their unwavering investment in this competition. I was reading news, and almost all the 8 teams had rosters for this final, and one of them including a coach. This is commitment to excellence, is the dedication to developing players, and they believe in Africa basketball. And this is why we have the success it is today. And this BAL League is also the bridge to our national team to be more competitive in an international level. Again, last year was a demonstration of this. We had our national team competing high level during the pre-qualification of Olympic Games. We had South Sudan playing Olympic Games, competing with Serbia and other teams. So this is part of this responsibility. It's the BAL. In 2 months, we will have our Afrobasket in Angola, our flagship national team competition. Many of the exceptional players we are watching competing here in Pretoria, representing various teams will soon represent their national color in this tournament. The talent pipeline we are witnessing here in BAL directly contribute to elevating the standard of our Afro-basket competition. These players are taking their enhanced skills, competitive experience, and basketball knowledge back to their national team. This is, again, what we want. For the first time, Angola is hosting an Afro-basket without candidates. Okay, let me say, with more than 6 candidates to win this trophy, which is very important for us, and it's a huge impact of BAL on our entire ecosystem. The Basketball League continues to serve as more than just a competition. It's a platform for dreams, a showcase for talent, and a bridge connecting the entire African basketball community. I would like to finalize by thanking our partnership with NBA to still share with us the same vision, to thank once again South Africa for the warm hospitality, and to thank the team competing here for the excellence. And thank you also to everyone who has made this final possible. I would like to wish all the teams good luck, and I hope that we can have a new, obviously, probably we'll have a new champion. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, President Manav. We'll now take questions. Please state your name, your affiliation, and to whom your question is directed. Be mindful of the time. We have tip-off at 4 p.m. local time, so please, there's a microphone in the room. Just raise your hand and your questions.
Bonjour, Claire Barjolès pour Radio France Internationale. Une question en français, si possible, au président de la BAL. Monsieur Fall, ça a été évoqué, mais est-ce que vous pouvez revenir sur le choix de l'Afrique du Sud, alors que c'était le Rwanda qui accueillait ces phases finales jusqu'à présent, et on sait que l'Afrique du Sud, ça représente un gros marché sportif, mais est-ce que vous êtes confiant de pouvoir attirer des spectateurs qui ne sont pas forcément initiés à ce sport?
Translate?
Yeah, I'll translate after. Okay. Yeah.
No, thank you. Merci pour la question. Oui, je le disais tantôt que nous avions organisé notre conférence Kalahari ici l'année dernière, et vraiment le succès était retentissant. En termes d'affluence, tous les matchs étaient, si c'était pas rempli ou si on n'a pas joué à guichet ouvert, en tout cas la salle était presque quasi pleine. On a eu des compétitions fantastiques. Et puis aussi, l'Afrique du Sud est un pays où il y a une forte présence de cette culture urbaine. Je pense qu'avec l'avènement de beaucoup d'artistes, de beaucoup d'influenceurs, comme on les appelle, et qui aiment tous venir assister à ce genre d'événements comme nous les organisons, où le basketball, le sport sur le terrain va présenter des compétitions vraiment très très serrées, mais aussi en même temps on infuse de l'entertainment. De gros artistes se sont produits l'année dernière, et ça va être pareil. Ça va être pareil pour cette année. Le choix de l'Afrique du Sud aussi s'explique par le fait que nous avons passé beaucoup de temps dans ce pays. Je le disais aussi, depuis 2003, quand on a organiser le premier camp en Afrique, ça s'est fait ici. Et je pense que nous en sommes aujourd'hui à la 22e ou 23e édition. Et peut-être sur ces 23 éditions, 19 ou même 20 se sont passés ici. Je pense qu'on a organisé Basketball Without Borders en dehors de l'Afrique du Sud qu'en 2010, et puis 2006 en Angola, 2016 du moins, et puis en Égypte, je pense, il y a en 2022. Il y a une longue histoire ici, et nous savons qu'il y a une très forte passion pour le basketball. Maintenant, comme le disait le président Manav, il y a beaucoup de travail à faire pour amener tous les parties prenantes à se vraiment fédérer au point de vue de l'administration de ce sport pour pouvoir pérenniser toutes les activités que de toute façon la NBA et la FIBA ont entrepris. Nous avons une ligue junior NBA qui se déroule ici depuis quelques années. Nous sommes confiants que le public va venir et que surtout nous avons les 8 meilleures équipes de notre saison qui vont se disputer ce trophée farouchement.
Thank you very much, Amadou. Claes from RF's question was about the choice of hosting the playoffs and finals in South Africa, and how confident the league is to have fans who are not necessarily fans of basketball to come to the arena and watch the game. And Amadou was responding about the great popular support that the league had last year when we hosted the inaugural Kalahari Conference game in March of 2024. It's also mentioned the fact that the NBA has been in South Africa for so many years, beginning with you mentioned the Africa 100 Cup in 2003, and so many other editions of Basketball Without Borders, 23 in total, 19 hosted here in South Africa. He also mentioned most of the youth and social impact programming and the entertainment, and that is what the league will be showcasing to the fans when the seeding games tip off this afternoon. So they're confident that the fans will come to the arena and watch the games of the top 8 teams from the top African countries here at the playoffs and finals in Pretoria. Next question.
Thank you. This is Jason Sagini from Radio France. My question goes to President Amadou. Of course, with all the success that you've mentioned, even from Claire, my biggest question is, we are in the 5th season, heading into the 6th season. When or do we have any plans of having a women's BAL? Then the second question is about Al Ahly Tripoli's side from Libya, with what's going on in their country, the political unrest. What do you speak about their participation, what they have achieved in this year's edition, and what are the plans in terms of supporting teams? And even, do you think the BAL will help in terms of unifying sports and unifying each country in this world, which most in Africa who are having such a situation in their country?
Thank you for the question. Maybe I'll start with the last question. Obviously, from how they play the participation on the court, and this Al Ahly team obviously finishing 6-0, really ran the table in the Nile Conference, and well coached. They've recruited top talent. The team is very well put together in terms of just presenting balance from the back court to the front court, and how they defend. They play, incredibly organized at both ends of the floor. So definitely, so far, they showed up and showing up as one of the top teams here. And we'll see later on, because they're facing an Al Ittihad team that also went undefeated in Rabat, and that's what this league is about. We want to showcase top competition, and Al Ahly has shown well. And I think also last year the team from Libya went to the finals and lost in the finals. So there's definitely something special that is happening there in basketball. We see tremendous passion. I've seen games played in sold-out crowds, festive atmosphere. So there's definitely some serious basketball being played at club level in Libya. In terms of how we help, this is why we partner with FIBA, right? We have this league to showcase the best of the best from the different countries. But I think we will measure really our growth when we start seeing more local championships, also being as competitive as what we see here in this Champions League, which the BAL is. So the stronger the national leagues, the stronger our league is going to be. So the partnership with FIBA is addressing that. This is why we have these programs, sending coaches to Summer League for internship. We're doubling down on making sure that, the youth clinics we're doing, the coaches clinic, the referees clinics, and everything we're doing to build the whole ecosystem is going to help, because we always said that we're looking to develop the entire ecosystem of basketball on the African continent. And, with regard to whatever is going on outside of the sport, we want to focus on sport, because sports is that common denominator. Sports is that equalizer. This is really bringing people together and get people to focus on just the human spirit, right? It's about the competition, fair play, and really looking at what is important outside of ethnicity or what divides us, right? We're looking at what are the commonalities, and this is where we're going to continue to focus on. As far as the women's WNBA, I'm going to punt the question to President Anibal Mana, but to be honest, this is something that this is a question we get all the time, but we can just reassure everybody, we are committed to growing the sport, and growing its popularity, bringing more fans to it. You cannot do it ignoring more than half the population, and it happens that, the women's game is very popular in some countries, but it is still like, we have work to do in terms of making sure we get a critical mass of countries where the women's participation is very strong. We know some of the top countries, whether it's in terms of women's basketball, Nigeria, Mozambique, Senegal, Mali, Cameroon, Angola. We need to see more countries, having like leagues, local leagues also that are competitive, that are striving. But we are putting, the foundations. I want to remind everybody that the BAL has come and built on the foundation of club basketball that FIBA had launched, and they were organizing this tournament. It was called the African Club Championship. The same thing they're starting to do with women. I know there was a tournament organized in Dakar last December that the team from Mozambique won, I believe. So, we're going to continue to work with FIBA to just create those participation opportunities, those competitions for women, and we will be together in Abidjan at the Women's Afrobasket in July, working with them, doing clinics, and just to continue to build capacity also around the women's game. So that day will come, but maybe the president will have more insight than me for now. But we are committed to working and doing whatever it takes.
No, what I can say that we are working on it. Probably this year we are going to sign a contract with a partner to develop a special league for women. Of course, we need to understand that the level of women basketball, when I say the level, it's not if they are better or not, but the number of countries playing in women are less. So we need to develop a special format of competition. We already started with this program with women. Last year, we had a new format. We have added rosters in a women from 2 to 4, for example. We are supporting the women clubs to participate in the finals. So we are giving, we are starting to give them the same opportunities that we are giving in men. And we need to invest in women. That in terms of international, the results of women are better than men. Nigeria qualified for the quarterfinal in Olympic. Senegal beat the vice champion of Europe last year during the qualification for the World Cup. Rwanda played high-level games and for the first time organized a world tournament in Africa. So we are working on it. I believe that next year we can have more news for you, but definitely we are on the way that the woman is going to have a special league, not the same as men, as I mentioned here, while in men today we can play one season of BAL, 35 teams, let me say, 35 countries. In women, not yet. But as Amadou said, everything is part of our development program. Mm-hmm. It's part, we have special programs for women coaching. And I don't know why some countries are not investing in women. The first time a woman coaching a national team, she won the Afro-Basket. So I think that it's other countries need to pay attention about this. In 2 months also we will have our Afro-Basket in Abidjan, and you will see that the basketball will be more competitive. We have teams, some teams like Nigeria, Senegal, Mali, we all know them, but we have Mozambique, we have Angola, Cameroon, half of the people know them, but you will see Rwanda performing well, South Sudan performing well, Uganda, Egypt, all these new teams are back, and we hope that we will have next year, this year, a fantastic Afro-Basket. Just to finalize, I mentioned that last year we had under 18 here, Afro-Basket, and for the first time we have 12 girls team participating in under 18. This is very important. But all of this happened because it's part of the program. We are doing camps. In the past, we used to do only camps for boys. Today, we are doing camps for girls. So we are working on it, and we are happy with our development.
If I may, thank you. If I may add, Amadou said 2 points that I wanted to just build on, which is sports is an equalizer. Yes. Amadou also said sports is a common denominator.
That's correct.
And what I want to add is the angle of Africans aspire for integration as a means for long-term stability. And we are a sports business, we are a sports league, but I think we're playing a part in terms of integrating Africa in ways that I just want to emphasize. Because when you look at integrating African continental free trade area, it's about movement of people, movement of goods, movement of services. And if you look at BAL, we tick all of that. And we're integrating Africa in many ways across that. Today, if you look at the players that are going to be participating in BAL or have participated in season 5, you've had 28 countries represented. If you look at the fans coming from across the different countries to attend the games, that's movement of people. You look at, in Senegal, we had people coming from Cape Verde and Ivory Coast and others. In Morocco, you had people coming from North Africa. In Rwanda, you had East Africa. Here for the finals, we have them coming from all over the continent, and that's really movement of people. If you look at movement of services, we are exporting broadcasting services from South Africa. to the rest of the world. 214 countries of the world and 54 countries of the continent are going to be consuming media and broadcasting of our games here. There are some of them who are coming here buying tickets online. We're integrating financial services through purchase of tickets. Many hospitality, many tourism, so I think goods, merchandise that is coming across the continent. I think that even in our small part as a business of sports, we are really contributing to that long-term stability and a sense of unity and a sense of togetherness, and I think that's powerful.
Thank you very much, Claire. In any case, I was going to turn it over to you so that you speak to, what the league is doing, beyond the question on the women's BAL, what the league is doing, to elevate the women's game with programs such as BAL for her.
So Amadou did talk about that, and also Anibal, but maybe just to say two other points is, in addition to playing in a league or playing basketball, we're also encouraging women to work in the industry of sports like me. We do that through different ways. We have what we call BAL for her workshops. In addition to organizing clinics, we also organize, career guidance for young girls to show them that you can, work as a digital expert, you can work as an executive in management, you can work as, marketing, Ope here. Sarah is also part of our operations team. So you can do these kinds of jobs as a woman. We have referees that are participating in the league itself. And so we use the BAL for her workshops, not only to allow girls to also do the clinics, but also to really show that it's possible to work in the sports industry and to thrive in it.
Thank you very much. We're going to take one last question from Queen.
From Nigeria, and also Rewatch footballers. One for Amadou and FIBA Africa, the president. For Amadou, you must have visioned how the BAL will be in 5 years from season 1. Are we where you want us to be? Are there areas you would want to work on in the next 5 years? And where would you want the BAL to be in the next 5 years? Then for the FIBA Africa president, Claire talked about integration, and there's this thing they do in football. We have the CAF Champions League, we have the CAF Confederation Cup. We have the CAF Champions League, we have the CAF Confederation Cup. There are some teams that would never qualify for the CAF Champions League, not because they are not good enough, but because they don't have the financial power and quality and all of that as much as the 12 teams that would qualify for the BAL. So, but are there chances that we might have what we see in CAF, where we have the Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup, where we have a second tier, where the top 12 might play in the BAL, and those who go through the Euro to the BAL might have a second chance to win something going to the second tier?
I think we'll start with Amadou on the...
Thank you for the question. Our overarching goal has been about, having a long-term approach, and this is why we invest. We invest ourselves. We didn't want to. We were fortunate to get some partners, from the very beginning, like some of the NBA global partners, like Nike, Jordan Brand, and Wilson, getting the Rwanda Development Board as foundational partners, Visit Rwanda, to help us, launch, but we wanted to rely on ourselves for the bulk of the investment because we believe on the long-term, result we're going to see. We're going to build one of the best professional basketball league in the world. So what we wanted to focus was that to make sure we're making significant progress year on year, and that's what we've been seeing every season, from leaving the, playing in the bubble the first year to now going into 2 conferences, dividing the 12 teams into 2 conferences, doing that for 2 successive seasons, and then, dividing the 12 teams into 3 conferences or 4. Seeing the product on the court improve every year. We were able to showcase elite African talent. We've seen some young players who basically, the league was their launching pad. Jean-Jacques Boissy, today one of the top players in the league. Aliou Diarra, we see this young man, Habimana, from APR. Also, we are creating these local young African heroes, and that's how you're going to build this brand and this professional basketball league. So we are very encouraged and with the progress we've seen every year. Obviously, we are also looking to build a business, so we are happy with the trends in terms of how the basketball and the competition on the court is growing, how the talent is also improving, the record number of fans that are coming in, and all this is a testament of how the product is showing up. But ultimately, as we are looking to build a business, we also need to make sure that we see that in the bottom line, right? We got to continue to drive partnerships. I think Claire mentioned this. This year, we were very encouraged by seeing some local brands joining, like in Senegal, Wave, Woodside Energy, Air Senegal, along with some of the other announcement that we will make here, before the end of these finals. We have some local brands from this market also who are coming to join the product, to support the product. So yes, we are very encouraged and incredibly motivated about continuing to push, to meet our end goal. But we are just scratching the surface. So I think to answer your question, we have not arrived by no means, but we're definitely, in these 5 years, have given us reason to be even more bullish about our endeavor with this league.
Thank you, Amadou. President Manaf, you want to speak to the capacity of other clubs who are not financially viable to play elite basketball? The first question from Queen.
Okay. It's important to build all the system. One of the biggest investments that we have today is in development. This partnership with NBA is not only BAL. It's more than BAL. It's including development. Development of coaches, development of referees, and also development of youth. It's the only way for us to grow. And this is where we have to be concentrated on and to invest more resources. If we have to sell our products, the product needs to have quality. And the quality is coming from development. So this is today where we need to put our effort and to work on it to have a sustainable business. We, every year, just give you some example, we play under 16 in different zones. We in FIBA, we divided the continent in 7 zones. So they are playing there. For the first time, the zone 2, they played under 16 with 5 countries. Zone 2 is one of the biggest zones. It's where is Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Cape Verde, all these big countries that are going to play Afrobasket. But they never played under 16 girls and boys. So this is what we are today working on it. The result of this is going to come soon, and then we are going to think about second tier of women, for example. The second tier today doesn't make sense because we need to build, in terms of women, the first tier. We need to have, we can't today have 10 teams and tomorrow 8. This is not helping the business. So, saying this is we are doing our part, giving opportunity to the women to play more, You know that the Afrobasket for women is every 2 years, while men is every 4 years. And this is what we are doing. We are not, the only way, as I said, is to start from the bottom, development, the grassroots, all this system, and then we will be there. We need too many. We have too many work to do in terms of women. We are. There is some cultural problem, of course. In Africa, we know that this culture, but slowly we are challenging all of this to the benefit of the woman. Just to finalize, I believe this is we believe on it, that the first medal, we used to say it, but it's not just to say, the first medal in Olympic or in World Cup, Africa first medal will come in women, not yes, it is. It is. Look how the way Nigeria perform. They are serious. They have problems, but they say that, okay, let's let the problems behind. While down men, it's okay. I'm not going to say.
Thank you very much.
More than this, but we are happy with the work that we are doing. Oh, we will go to Abidjan. I know that we are going there. You will see the number of women referee in the also here we are. It's a high level competition, and the women that are officiating there is not a favor. Most of them better quality than men. The only problem is there are not too many. But this is now what we are working on it. And this is why it's important to BAL. This is why it's important all these top games on our pyramid, because it's the pyramid that we are going to take the resource to invest in the grassroots.
Thank you. Claire, any last word? No, we're good. Thank you, colleagues. We've come to the end of this executive media availability. Next up is the tip-off of the first of 2 seeding games between number 7 seed Creole Star Basketball from Cape Verde and number 8 seed FAT Union Sport from Rabat, Morocco. Our colleagues, dear friends of the media, will see you here for the post-game press conference. Thank you very much and enjoy the games.